After the film, they decided to go for a meal in a Japanese restaurant. So, who left who? Anna asked. She left me, replied William. Why? She finally saw what I was really like. Oh, that's not good. They could hear loud conversation from a table just around the corner from theirs. No, I'll take Anna Scott, said a man's voice. William and Anna listened carefully. A second man disagreed. I didn't like her last film. I fell asleep 10 minutes after it started. The first man spoke again. I don't really mind what the films are like. I just like watching her. No, she's not my type. I prefer the other one, the one who gets excited every time you take her out for a cup of coffee. Anna looked at William. Meg Ryan, she mouthed silently. You know, said the first voice again, some girls don't let you near them. But Anna isn't like that. You know she wants it. She's the same as all actresses. Someone you can just... Anna's smile disappeared. Right, that's enough, William said, standing up. He walked over to the men's table. There were 4 of them. I'm sorry, but can I help you? One of the men said politely. Well, I was listening to your conversation. I couldn't help it. But you know, you're talking about a real person, and you shouldn't talk about her like that. Oh, go away. Who are you? Her father? The men laughed loudly. Anna came up behind William and pulled him away. The men at the table didn't see her face and continued laughing. I'm sorry, William said to her. It's okay. I love the fact you tried. They started walking towards the door of the restaurant. Then Anna stopped. No. Give me a minute. And she walked back to the men's table. Hi, she smiled sweetly. I'm sorry about my friend. Oh, said the man who was doing most of the talking. He knew her face immediately. Listen, I'm sorry. Please, she said, stop there. I'm sure it was all just friendly talk. It didn't mean anything. And I'm sure you can't help being stupid. Enjoy your meal. The fish is really good. She walked back to William, still smiling. The men sat in silence, their mouths hanging open. Outside the restaurant, Anna said, Why did I do that? It was wonderful. No, I'm stupid, and what am I doing with you? I don't know, I'm afraid, he replied, smiling. I don't know either, she said softly. They arrived at the front door of the Ritz. Do you want to come up? She asked quietly. There seemed to be lots of reasons why I shouldn't. There are lots of reasons. But do you want to come up? His look said yes. Give me 5 minutes, she smiled, and walked towards the lift. For William, time seemed to pass very slowly. The hands on his watch refused to move. Exactly 5 minutes later, he knocked at the door of her room. She opened it. Hi. Something seemed to be wrong. Hi, said William, kissing her. It's wonderful to be able to do that. Anna's eyes were wide, and there was a very serious look on her face. You have to go, she whispered. Why? My boyfriend. I thought he was in America, but in fact, he's in the next room. Your boyfriend? William couldn't believe it. Who is it? The man was standing in the doorway behind Anna now. Jeff was a famous film star. Handsome, too. Women all over the world dreamt about him. William thought quickly. "Room service? How you doing? I thought you people always wore suits," Jeff said in a friendly way. "Well, yes, but I've just changed because I'm going home. This is my last call." "Oh, great. Could I have some really cold water up here? I'll see what I can do. And maybe you could clear these dirty plates while you're here." William calmly picked up the dirty plates. "Really, don't do that," Anna said nervously. "I'm sure that's not his job," she told Jeff. "Is there a problem?" Jeff asked William. No, it's fine." "What's your name?" he asked. "It's, Bernie." "Well, thank you, Bernie," he said, pushing £5 into William's hand. Jeff turned to Anna. "Hey, good surprise or bad surprise?" Anna looked uncomfortable. "Nice surprise." Jeff kissed her. "She's lying," he said to William. "She hates surprises." He turned to Anna. "So, what food are you ordering?" "I haven't decided." "Well, don't order too much. I don't want people saying, 'There goes that famous actor with the big fat girlfriend.'" Jeff laughed, leaving the room. William looked at Anna. "I think I should leave. This is all very strange. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. I think goodbye is probably the right word." William walked downstairs and out into the lonely night. His heart ached. Chapter 7. Alone again. William looked out of the window of his house, lost in his thoughts. "Talk to me, William. This is me, Spiky. Tell me what's wrong." William never usually spoke about his feelings, but this time he needed to talk to someone, even if it had to be Spike. "Well, okay. There's a girl," he began hesitantly. "Aha! A girl. I thought so. Speak, friend. She's someone who can never be mine. I've been close to her, but I can never be as close again. And I really miss her." Spike looked thoughtful. "Yes, that's a problem. I missed a girl at Swansea Station once. I got the time wrong. I left 5 minutes before the train arrived." He laughed. "Thanks," William sighed. "Very helpful." That night, William ate with his friends at Tony's restaurant. They were the only people there, as usual. They often ate there, because Tony was an old friend. This was his first restaurant. He was trying hard to make it a success. On the front page of Bernie's newspaper was a picture of Anna and Jeff at Heathrow Airport. "You didn't know she had a boyfriend?" Max found this hard to believe. "No. Did you?" William asked, surprised. The looks on their faces showed that everyone knew. "You all knew? My life is destroyed because I don't read Hello magazine. Anna's a big star. She's world famous, and you're just an ordinary person. It's unimaginable. But don't worry. I have the answer to your problems." Everyone looked at Max with interest. "Her name is Tessa, and she works in our office. She's a bit strange, but she's very clever, and her kisses are unbelievable." Bella put her head on one side and looked at him. Well, that's what people tell me, he finished quickly. So, a few days later, the friends sat together again at the dinner table in Max and Bella's kitchen. William was worried. The doorbell rang. As Max answered the door, the others could hear the visitor's loud, excited voice. I got lost. I didn't know where I was. Everything around here has the word Kensington in it. Kensington Park Road, Kensington Gardens, Kensington Park Gardens. Max introduced the visitor as they came into the kitchen. Tessa, this is Bella, my wife. Oh, you're in a wheelchair, said Tessa brightly. That's right. And this is William, Max continued. Hello, William. Max has told me everything about you, she laughed. Has he? Replied William nervously. Some wine, Tessa, Max offered. Oh, yes, please. Let's get drunk, Willie. William looked even more worried. A few weeks after Tessa's visit, Max and Bella had another dinner party. This time, they invited a woman called Keziah to meet William. She was pale and thin, and she sat nervously at the table. Meat, Keziah? Max asked, reaching for her plate. No, thank you. I only eat fruit. Max and Bella looked at her, and then at William. Only fruit? William asked. I believe that fruit and vegetables have feelings, so cooking hurts them. I only eat things that have fallen from the tree. Then they're already dead, Keziah explained. Right. Right, very interesting. So, these potatoes were murdered. Yes, murdered. Poor potatoes. Terrible, agreed William. Oh, when will this evening end? He thought to himself. So Tessa and Keziah came and went. Neither was a success, but Max didn't give up. A month later, Rosie sat at the table with William, Bella, and Max. Rosie seemed very nice. She was pretty and well-dressed, and there was nothing unusual about her. She seemed intelligent and friendly. To his surprise, William even liked her. Great coffee, she said. Thank you. I'm sorry about the meat, Max said. Don't be sorry. I thought it was really interesting. Interesting means terrible, suggested William. Yes, you're right. Really terrible, she replied. They all laughed. Maybe we'll meet again sometime, she said to William as she was leaving. Yes, that sounds great. Well, asked Bella when they were alone. She's perfect. Perfect, William replied. But, Bella looked at him carefully. William spoke quietly. I think you've forgotten. It's difficult to find someone you love. Someone who will also love you. The chances are very small. Look at me. Except for the American, I've only loved 2 girls in my life, and both times it ended badly. That's not fair, Max said. No, really. One of them left our marriage more quickly than you can say Indiana Jones. The other, he said, looking at Bella, married my best friend. But she still loves you. Bella smiled at him. Yes. As a sister loves a brother. Well, I never wanted you in any other way. They all laughed. I mean, I loved you. You were terribly funny. But when you kissed my ears... William spoke quickly. And 30 years from now, I'm still going to be alone. Do you want to stay the night? Bella asked. Why not? At home, there's just a crazy Welshman waiting for me. As the evening came to an end, Max carried Bella upstairs to bed. William sat in a chair, eyes wide open, feeling very lonely. Chapter 8. Behind the Blue Door. The following morning, William walked home. He thought about Max and Bella, and how much in love they were. And he thought about his own life. What was he doing? Where was he going? He arrived home and got ready for work. As he was looking in the mirror, the doorbell rang. Who's that at this time of day? He thought. Probably the postman. He went downstairs to answer it. He opened the door and his heart jumped. It wasn't the postman. It was a beautiful woman in dark glasses. Unbelievable. Can I come in? Anna asked. Come in. Her hair was a mess and she looked tired and unhappy. But to William she looked wonderful. He took her into the kitchen and Anna poured out her story. The photos were taken years ago, Anna explained. I was poor. It happens a lot. That's not an excuse, I know, but it's worse than that. While one man was taking photos, another man was filming me. I didn't know anything about that. Now it looks like a dirty sex film, and, well, they've sold the pictures and they're everywhere. Anna looked ready to cry. William shook his head. And now I don't know where to go, Anna continued. There are crowds of reporters outside the hotel. I just need to get away from them. This is the place, William said calmly. Thank you, she said quietly. I'm only in London for 2 days, but the British press are so... It's the worst place to be. She was very unhappy. There are terrible pictures. They make me look like... Don't think about it. Now, would you like tea? A bath? Oh yes, a bath. 5 minutes later, Spike came in through the front door, looking excitedly at the pictures of Anna in his newspaper. Wow, look at that. Wonderful, he said to himself as he walked upstairs. He opened the bathroom door, still reading. He went over to the toilet without taking his eyes off the newspaper. Are you Spike? A voice said from behind him. Spike looked up, then turned his head slowly. He couldn't believe his eyes. There, in the bath, was Anna Scott. He quickly left the bathroom, calmed himself down, then opened the door again. Anna saw his face come slowly round the door, his mouth hanging open. Hi, she said, smiling. I just wanted to be sure. Spike backed out and closed the door again. Oh, thank you. Thank you, he whispered, closing his eyes. After her bath, Anna looked calmer. I'm really sorry about last time, she said to William in the sitting room. Jeff just flew in. I thought we were finished. No, that's fine. I don't often get the chance to clear away the dirty plates of a Hollywood star. I enjoyed it very much. How is he? I don't know. One day I couldn't remember any of the reasons that I loved him. And how are you? And love.